Today, we're going back in time to the 1970s to look at 10 appetizers that were super popular back then but have faded away over the years. Let's get started. Number 1, Clams Casino. Clams Casino is a classic American appetizer that originated in Rhode Island in the early 20th century. This dish features fresh clams on the half shell, topped with a savory mixture of breadcrumbs, bacon, bell peppers, and herbs. The clams are then broiled until the topping is golden and crispy. The combination of salty bacon, crunchy breadcrumbs, and tender clams creates a delicious bite that was a staple at upscale gatherings and dinner parties in the 1970s. The preparation of Clams Casino begins with shucking fresh clams and placing them on a baking sheet. A mixture of finely chopped bacon, green and red bell peppers, shallots, garlic, and parsley is sautéed in butter until the vegetables are soft and the bacon is slightly crispy. Breadcrumbs are then added to the mixture to create a crumbly topping. Each clam is topped with this mixture and a small piece of bacon before being placed under a broiler. This dish was not only a favorite for its taste but also for its presentation. The colorful topping and the shell of the clam made for a visually appealing appetizer that stood out at any event. Additionally, Clams Casino offered a balance of flavors that appealed to many palates: the sweetness of the clams, the smokiness of the bacon, and the slight heat from the bell peppers. Number 2, cheese fondue. Cheese fondue became a cultural icon in the 1970s, epitomizing social dining and interactive food experiences. Originating from Switzerland, this dish involves melting a blend of cheeses, typically Gruyere and Emmental, with white wine and garlic in a communal pot called a caquelon. The mixture is kept warm over a small burner, and diners use long forks to dip bite-sized pieces of bread, vegetables, and occasionally meats into the gooey melted cheese. The appeal of cheese fondue lies in its communal aspect. It encourages sharing and conversation, making it ideal for parties and gatherings. Preparing the fondue involves slowly melting the cheese with wine to create a smooth, rich sauce. Some recipes add a splash of kirsch, cherry brandy, for an extra kick. Different ingredients can be used for dipping, including crusty French bread, steamed broccoli, carrots, and even boiled potatoes. The choice of dippers can vary, but the goal is to complement the savory, creamy cheese. The tradition includes the fondue rule, where if a piece of bread is lost in the pot, the person responsible must perform a playful task, adding a fun element to the meal. Number 3, Rumaki. Rumaki is a distinctive appetizer that gained popularity in the 1970s. It features chicken liver and water chestnuts wrapped in bacon, creating a contrast of textures and flavors. The chicken liver adds a rich, savory note, while the water chestnut provides a crisp, refreshing crunch. These bundles are marinated in a mixture of soy sauce, ginger, and brown sugar, which imparts a sweet and salty glaze. To prepare rumaki, the chicken liver is first cleaned and cut into bite-sized pieces. Each piece is paired with a slice of water chestnut, and the two are wrapped together with a strip of bacon, secured with a toothpick. The assembled appetizers are then marinated for several hours to ensure the flavors meld together. After marinating, they are broiled or baked until the bacon is crispy and the livers are cooked through. Rumaki's appeal lies in its complex flavor profile and unique presentation. It was often served at tiki-themed parties and other social gatherings, contributing to its exotic allure. The combination of liver, water chestnut, and bacon may seem unconventional, but it delivers a delightful mix of tastes and textures that many found irresistible. The dish also offered versatility. Some variations included the use of duck liver or incorporated additional ingredients like pineapple or scallions for extra flavor. Rumaki not only showcased the creativity of 1970s cuisine, but also reflected the era's fascination with Polynesian-inspired dishes and the broader trend of fusion cooking. Number 4, Kich Lorrain. Kich Lorrain became a highlight of 1970s cuisine, known for its rich, savory flavor. This dish consists of a pastry crust filled with a mixture of eggs, heavy cream, and a combination of bacon and Gruyere cheese. The bacon is typically cooked until crispy and then mixed with the cheese, providing a salty, smoky base for the creamy egg custard. The preparation involves creating a short crust pastry, which is blind baked to ensure it remains crisp and flaky. The filling is a blend of beaten eggs and cream, seasoned with a pinch of nutmeg, salt, and pepper. The bacon and cheese are evenly distributed in the partially baked crust before pouring the egg mixture over them. Quiche Lorraine was particularly favored for brunches and sophisticated gatherings due to its elegant presentation and versatility. It could be served warm or at room temperature, making it a convenient choice for hosts. Variations of the classic recipe included the addition of sautéed onions, mushrooms, or spinach, allowing for a range of flavors to suit different palates. This dish not only showcased the use of traditional French culinary techniques, but also adapted well to American tastes, becoming a beloved item on the menu. Its balance of rich ingredients and simple preparation made it accessible yet impressive. Number 5. Crab Rangoon. Crab Rangoon gained immense popularity in the 1970s as a crowd-pleasing appetizer. These crispy wontons, filled with a creamy blend of crab meat, cream cheese, garlic, and green onions, offered a delightful mix of textures and flavors. The wontons are traditionally deep-fried until golden brown, creating a crunchy exterior that contrasts perfectly with the rich, savory filling inside. Preparation starts with mixing the crab meat, which can be fresh, canned, or imitation, with softened cream cheese. This mixture is seasoned with garlic, Worcestershire sauce, and a touch of soy sauce for depth of flavor. Green onions add a mild bite and freshness to the filling. Small spoonfuls of the mixture are placed in the center of wonton wrappers, which are then folded and sealed, typically in a triangular or flower shape. Once assembled, the crab rangoons are fried in hot oil until they achieve a crisp, golden brown exterior. They are often served with a side of sweet and sour dipping sauce, which complements the savory richness of the filling with a tangy, sugary contrast. Crab Rangoon became a staple at parties and gatherings due to its easy preparation and appealing taste. The appetizer also fit well with the 1970s trend of exotic, globally inspired dishes, drawing from Chinese-American cuisine. Despite its name and supposed origins, Crab Rangoon is largely an American creation, often featured in Chinese-American restaurants. Number 6. Cheese and olive skewers. Cheese and olive skewers were a quintessential appetizer in the 1970s, beloved for their simplicity and bold flavors. These skewers featured alternating cubes of cheese and whole olives threaded onto toothpicks, creating a visually appealing and easy-to-eat snack. The choice of cheese varied, but cheddar and Colby were popular options due to their firm texture and sharp taste. The process was straightforward. Cubes of cheese were cut into uniform pieces, while olives, often green stuffed with pimentos, were drained and patted dry. Each toothpick was then assembled with a cheese cube, followed by an olive and another cheese cube. This alternating pattern not only ensured a balanced bite, but also made the presentation more attractive. The combination of the salty, briny olives with the rich, creamy cheese provided a satisfying contrast that appealed to many palates. This appetizer was particularly popular at cocktail parties and casual gatherings, where its easy preparation and no-fuss serving made it a go-to choice for hosts. Cheese and olive skewers also fit well with the era's trend of finger foods and hors d'oeuvres, emphasizing convenience and taste. The skewers could be prepared ahead of time and refrigerated until needed, making them ideal for busy party preparations. Additionally, their bite-sized nature encouraged socializing, as guests could easily enjoy them without interrupting conversations. Number 7. Beef Wellington Bites. Beef Wellington Bites were a sophisticated choice for 1970s appetizers, designed to impress. These miniature versions of the classic beef Wellington featured tenderloin pieces wrapped in puff pastry with a rich layer of pâté and duxelle, a finely chopped mushroom mixture. The beef was first seared to lock in its juices and flavor before being coated with pâté, often made from chicken liver, and the duxelles. Each prepared piece was then wrapped in a square of puff pastry, ensuring the filling was completely enclosed. These bundles were brushed with egg wash for a golden finish and baked until the pastry was crispy and the beef cooked to a perfect medium rare. The result was an elegant bite-sized appetizer that combined the savory flavors of the beef, earthy mushrooms, and buttery pastry. The appeal of Beef Wellington Bites lay in their rich taste and attractive presentation, making them a favorite for high-end gatherings and cocktail parties. They provided a gourmet touch, showing off both culinary skill and the host's attention to detail. These appetizers were often paired with a robust red wine, enhancing the deep flavors of the beef and mushrooms. Number 8. 7-layer dip. 7-layer dip was a vibrant and flavorful appetizer that became a staple at 1970s parties. This dish consisted of distinct layers, each adding its own texture and taste to the overall experience. The base layer typically started with refried beans, which provided a hearty foundation. Next came a smooth layer of guacamole, made from ripe avocados, lime juice, cilantro, and salt, offering a creamy contrast to the beans. On top of the guacamole, a generous spread of sour cream, often mixed with taco seasoning, added a tangy, rich flavor. Shredded cheddar or Monterey Jack cheese was then sprinkled over the sour cream, creating a sharp and savory layer. Diced tomatoes brought a fresh, juicy element to the dish, followed by sliced green onions, which added a bit of crunch and mild onion flavor. The final layer consisted of sliced black olives, giving a slightly salty finish. These layers were typically assembled in a clear glass dish, allowing the vibrant colors to shine through and making for an attractive presentation. 7-layer dip was usually served with tortilla chips, making it easy for guests to scoop out each flavorful layer. This appetizer was appreciated not only for its taste, but also for its visual appeal and the interactive element of mixing and matching different layers with each bite. Number 9. Ham roll-ups. Ham roll-ups were a popular appetizer in the 1970s, known for their simplicity and satisfying taste. These bite-sized snacks were made by spreading a thin layer of cream cheese over slices of deli ham, then rolling them up. Sometimes a small pickle spear was added in the center for a crunchy, tangy twist. To prepare ham roll-ups, start with high-quality deli ham slices. Spread softened cream cheese evenly over each slice, ensuring a smooth layer. If using pickles, place a small spear or slice at one end of the ham. Roll the ham tightly around the pickle or just the cream cheese, and slice each roll into bite-sized pieces. The combination of savory ham and creamy cheese made these roll-ups a hit at parties and gatherings. The addition of pickles added an extra layer of flavor and texture, balancing the richness of the cream cheese with a zesty crunch. These appetizers were not only tasty, but also incredibly convenient. They required no cooking and could be prepared quickly, making them perfect for last-minute entertaining. They could be made ahead of time and stored in the refrigerator, ready to be served as guests arrived. Ham roll-ups also allowed for creative variations. Some recipes included adding chopped green onions or herbs to the cream cheese for extra flavor. Others replaced the pickles with other fillings like asparagus spears or bell pepper strips. This adaptability ensured that ham roll-ups could be tailored to suit different tastes and dietary preferences. Number 10. Watergate Salad. Watergate salad, often called pistachio fluff, became a household favorite in the 1970s. This dessert salad combines instant pistachio pudding mix, crushed pineapple, whipped topping, and mini marshmallows, creating a unique mix of textures and flavors. The base ingredient, pistachio pudding mix, gives the salad its distinctive green color and nutty taste. To prepare Watergate salad, start by mixing a package of instant pistachio pudding mix with a can of crushed pineapple, including the juice. The moisture from the pineapple helps dissolve the pudding mix, creating a thick and creamy base. Next, fold in a tub of whipped topping, such as Cool Whip, to add lightness and fluffiness. The final touch is adding mini marshmallows, which provide a chewy texture and additional sweetness. Optional ingredients sometimes included chopped pecans or walnuts for a crunchy element, and maraschino cherries for a pop of color and flavor. This salad was typically chilled in the refrigerator before serving, allowing the flavors to meld together and the marshmallows to soften slightly. Watergate salad was popular not only for its taste, but also for its ease of preparation and budget-friendly ingredients. It became a go-to dish for potlucks, picnics, and family gatherings. The origins of its name are unclear, with some attributing it to the Watergate scandal, though there's no direct connection.